Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today, I have my daughter Livy with us and Jeremy chasing some elk, hopefully. First goal is to check trail cams. Second goal is to shoot an elk or moose. It's bow only, so I have my bow. And got a horse in the trailer just in case. So we'll go out and see if we can kill something. Slay it. So the game plan this morning is we're moving in on the water spring we found last time. And we've got to check some trail cams. But we're getting in nice and early, already had a bear encounter. And we just need to move nicely along here. It's really nice and quiet actually. So we're just gonna get in position and do some calling and see what we can find out. Rock and roll. Okay, well, good morning. It is October 9th and it is peak moose rut time. I'm really excited. I've been saving my moose tag all season for this. I'm really excited to have my other daughter Olivia with me this morning, and it's a little bit windy, but it's nice and cool. They've been chasing the cows, so hopefully the bulls are moving around. We're gonna go do some glassing, see if we can spot something. If not, we'll make our way into the coulee and do some calling. So really excited. Hopefully I can punch a tag with my bow. I've never shot a moose with my bow, so here's to new adventures. is windy, but I think we're going to move further down the valley and keep calling, keep switching positions until hopefully we can get a response. Spot now for solid 45 minutes. Doing lots of calling, but no responses yet. The wind is starting to pick up a bit too, so but it's actually not too noisy down here in the valley. Which was kind of cool.
No, a cow and a cow.
Two cows. We seen two cows. And yeah, it's getting really windy now. Haven't had any bull responses so far, and we've been calling for a few hours. So I think we'll leave this spot for now. Gonna try out another spot tomorrow. It's a little buried more deep in the trees, but it's not supposed to be as windy tomorrow either. So. Super fun morning with Livy though. And there she goes, there she is. Yeah, so we'll head her back to the truck here and try her again tomorrow. Okay, good morning. Welcome back. We are just leaving the yard here, horse in tow in the trailer, and it is a very crisp -5 this morning. Couldn't have picked a better moose day. Very excited. It is perfect moose rut. So, that being said, we just gotta find the moose. Heading back to our trail cam spot. We had a couple of bulls on the cams there. They were starting to sniff around the cows, and unsure how much legal activity there is there, just because the bulls, a lot of the bulls we've had on camera are the in-betweeners here in BC. So hopefully either a spike fork or a 3 on the brow comes in this morning to our calls, and we'll take it from there. But yeah, really excited, really cold. Can't wait to get out there.
Okay, so we've been in the one spot here for about 2 hours, and we've been calling with no response. So we're gonna make our way up along and then pop over the ridge and see if we can glass something on the other side. But it's a really quiet, cold morning, so kind of surprised some stuff isn't moving. But we'll check the trail cams and see what's been going on there.
Okay, so as you can see this afternoon, going on a horse trip. Full disclosure, I've never done this before. I'm excited. I've been working with these horses and not going too far from home, just gonna hunt around home, but I think it'll be good for everybody, including myself, to get some exposure to the whole thing. So let's see how this turns out. Okay, let's get this going. So we're just out here on the horses, and it's been good, a little testy, but not too bad. So almost to our destination.
Okay, so I have officially made it. And it took a little longer than expected, but Captain Cash, I'm gonna leave him tied up here. And then we're gonna head down to the creek a little bit and start calling. Maybe we get a moose. I'm really glad that the first part of the trip was a success. It was probably about a 50-minute ride, but moved in nice and quiet. So now for all these crunchy leaves. Alright, the sun here, but we have the wind that's with us, so I'd rather have the wind and look into the sun. But it's from the other trail cameras we've had in areas, the bulls seem to be moving or start moving about an hour before sunset, so hopefully we're catching it at the right time here. $60 yards to the bottom with the horizontal compensation, so definitely doable. While we're sitting here waiting for a bull moose, may as well talk a little bit how the season has gone so far. And I would use the word blessed. We have had a very blessed season. We've had some really cool adventures this year. I definitely have to say the fishing trip to Beatty Lake was probably on one of my top lists for sure. Successfully completing and punching a bear tag with my wife Carly, also top of the list. Shooting one of the biggest bodied bull moose we've ever had with Jeremy's tag, also highlight. Shooting a spring bear with my bow. Shooting a mule deer in September with my bow because I got skunked last year. So, it's been a really good year. We have a really full freezer. But I think the season is winding down and I'm okay with that. And I really still want to shoot a bull moose with my bow. And yeah. Alright, well, we got the last. I know it looks light out, but we actually are on the last little bit of light that we can hunt. Just so that we make sure we get home with the horses in time, but why not try something new, right? Been working with the horses all summer. This is the first trip out. It's going really well, so I'd say it's a success, even though we're not seeing too much.
Ooh, -9. That is a wee bit chilly this morning. Probably actually warm up as we head down into the river, but yeah. Last day of moose hunting. We're back to rifle season, but we're hunting with the bow. Excited.
Okay, so it's chilly. We're just gonna make our way down the field, down the slide here into the lake area. They should be moving around. We've seen a moose already with a couple of does actually on our way here. So if I'm moving, the animals should be moving because it's chilly. So we're gonna get going here. It's coming up light. nice black bear up top, color phase. So maybe he'll come down and have a drink of water and eat an arrow for breakfast. So we got a few tags. We got good day. We got great temperature. So we just need a little bit of magic. Is that a moose?
I've never heard one bark.
That's weird.
Our wind's going down there.
Something's going on down there.
It's going away.
Could be like a coyote harassing a calf.
Go check it out.
It's a long way down in there. That's spicy.
I've never personally heard a moose bark, so that's what it could be. I don't know.
I've heard elk bark.
Me too, and deer blow. I've never heard.
That's not a blow though.
That's not a deer.
It could be a bear bark.
I've never heard a bear or moose bark. I was like maybe they do. I've just never heard, so I don't know. I haven't anything to.
Well, the wind is really crappy for us here.
Yeah, it's going in there.
This area for about an hour and a bit now, hour and a half. And whatever was here, I think barked. I think it may have caught our wind, so the wind has shifted in our favor now, so we're gonna work a little bit down into the closer to the river. Kind of call along the way and see what happens, but kind of an exciting morning. Would have been nice to see what was barking or grunting. But in theory, what we've seen on the trail cameras is cow moose. So we may have spooked a cow moose here, so we'll work our way down the trail into the wind and then see what we see. Still working around the bowl. We keep calling, and we thought we heard a moose down below us here, but it could have been that same cow. So we're gonna hike up and over this other ridge, and there's some meadows on the other side. We'll check those out. They can bed in the willows there. So I don't know. We'll just keep pushing until we get something riled up. small bull. So 4 moose, not 5. I told you.
Yeah, he's got antlers.
I think that's Spike.
It's two points.
That's a legal bull right there. How do we freaking get to him though?
Let him bed.
Should we try to call him over? They're gonna move that way, and it's very, very difficult to get over there.
I'm gonna try call him.
Yeah.
Yes, again.
Get low.
Did he look?
Oh, yep. You're gonna have to pull him away from that cow.
That's gonna be tough.
Yeah.
Nah, he's not interested. We're gonna have to sneak him, man. Is he looking?
No, he's running now.
Yeah. He's just catching up. Game on.
We just rounded this ridge where I've seen moose before, and we come up on a cow with 2 yearling calves and a bull spike fork. So we've got a legal bull. We have a few extra noses to deal with, but they kind of went up in the trees. We figured they're gonna go in there and bed down. Chase is on. It's a fresh break. Okay, so we've made our way around the ridge and into the area here where we last saw the moose. The trails kind of split off. One went down, one went straight, one kind of went up the ridge. We could tell that there was tracks, but we've kind of lost them now, and the trails keep splitting, so I don't know if there's much use pushing into here too much more. Might just hop over this little hill here in glass, but super fun to finally see a bull. I think we're just getting too late post-rut. The cows are already bred, or a lot of the bulls have left the area, so we'll work our way back, hunt our way back, and maybe we'll find something on that way. that's that. Moose season 2021.